Knock knock. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. So just washing my hands. I'm Corey Grabo. I'm a student physical therapist assistant here today. Just before we get started, can you verify your first and last name and your date of birth?
Danielle Voloshin, 4/18/91.
Perfect. Thank you. So Danielle, today I want to just test your cognitive function, your cognitive skills. So I'll do a little mini mental examination with you, and then also I'm gonna just test your arousal and also your orientation as well. So is that okay if we do that today?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, first, I just want to test your orientation. So I'm gonna ask you some silly questions, but just answer the best you can. So, what's your first and last name?
Danielle Voloshin.
Awesome. And then, what's today's date?
I'm pretty sure it's September 7th, 2019.
A little off. September 4th.
Oh,
A little
okay.
off. It's okay.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
and then where are we right now?
at my house.
At your house. Okay. So Danielle, orientation. It's orientation times three is the best. So that's getting all three right. Orientation times one is if you only know what one of them is. Orientation times two, if you get two of them right. And of course, like I said, three if you get all three of them right. And then before we get started with the mini mental exam, I do want to test your short-term memory.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you three words,
Okay.
and then later in the session, I'm going to ask what those three words were again, and I want to see if you remember.
Okay.
So they're going to be blue, school, and ball.
Okay.
So blue, school, and ball. And I'll ask you those later, okay?
Okay.
And also, I just want to kind of talk to you for a little bit too. So the arousal that I was gonna talking to you about, there's stages. There's alert, which is what you are. So alert is where you're responding to all my questions. You're staying awake. I'm not having to wake you up and keeping you focused. There's lethargic where you're kind of drowsing off. I'll have to kind of wake you up sometimes, get you going, get you focused. And then there's obtunded where you're like a lethargic, you're drowsy, you're sleeping, but you're confused.
Mm.
There's stupor where I'm having to do painful stimuli to wake you up. So it's going to be a sternum rub where I'm rubbing on your sternum, maybe putting a pen, pinching at your finger, something to wake you up. Then there's coma, which of course you're unconscious. No, I'm not going to be able to wake you up. So you're alert. So that's really good. And then, so next I'm really good going with the mini mental examinations. Like I said, that's like a cognitive function test just to see where you are. It'll be a good way to do these tests multiple times, see how you're progressing, see where you still need to work on it. So again, I'm going to just ask you some silly questions. Some might be repetitive, okay?
Okay.
So first, what's your name?
Danielle
And what's your last name?
Voloshin,
And then your date of birth.
4/18/91.
Awesome. And then what's today's date?
It's September 3rd. No, September 4th.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. September 4th.
Okay. And then what year?
2019.
And what's the day of the week?
It is
Today.
Wednesday today.
Yep. And then what season are we in right now?
We are well, we're coming up to fall.
Yes. Okay. And then, so where are we at right now?
My house.
Your house, okay. What city are we in?
We're in Crystal Lake.
Good. And then what country are we in?
United States.
And then what state?
Illinois.
Good. And then this one, so it's going to immediate recall test. So I'm going to say three words and just say them right back to me. So it's going to be ball, flag, and tree.
Ball, flag, and tree.
Good. And then this one's going to test your attention. So I'm going to have you, starting at 100, you're going to count back from 7. So you can do it 5 times. So I'll let you know when to stop. So after 100, what comes next?
Oh boy. 97.
No, count
Oh, I'm
down
sorry.
by 7.
Oh, down by 7. So 99, 98, 97, 93.
Yep. And what's next?
86.
Yep. And what's next?
79.
And what's after that?
72.
And then what's after that? One more.
65.
Good. That's okay. I mean, we just like to see if you can figure it out and see if you're just.
I've never been good at math.
But you figured it out.
Yes,
That's
I
what we like
did.
to see in that test. And then this one, I'm going to ask you to spell the word world backwards.
So D L O. Wait. D L R.
Yep.
O W.
And then, so you know those three words that, not the first set, but the second set. What were those three words?
Blue
No, not those ones.
or ball.
Yep.
Ball.
You don't remember, it's okay, but try your best. No, okay. And then, so now I'm going to show you two things, and I just want you to kind of name what they are.
Okay.
So what's this?
A pen.
And then what's that's in there?
A water bottle.
Good. And now I'm going to ask you to repeat exactly what I tell you. So no if, ands, or buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Good. And then this one is supposed to be a 3-stage command. So I'm going to give you something. Or I'm going to tell you to do something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 second. Okay. So what you're going to do is, so take the paper, so I'm going to give you this. So take the paper in your hand, fold it in half, and put it on the floor. Good. Thank you. Okay. So next, I'm going to ask you to read something. Whenever I'm writing on this thing, I want you to do it, okay?
Okay.
Good. And can you also read what it says?
Close your eyes.
Okay. So next, I'm going to give you this piece of paper. Please, my notebook to write it on. Here's a pen. So I'm going to tell you a sentence, and I want you to just write it as I say. The dog jumped over the fence. Good. I'll take that back from you. And then just one more. So I'm going to draw a picture, and I just want you to copy it as is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just trying to draw the same thing, okay? Good job. That's okay. Okay. So overall, the only thing you kind of struggled with was the delayed verbal call, so you just kind of forgot those three words. But everything else you got passed, so you were above you passed the test. So if you were to score below a 20, that's going to show some cognitive impairment. That's going to really give us something to work with and something to watch and progress over time. But we'll work on the delayed verb. So we'll see. We'll take this test again in the future and see where you are. And then, so remember in the beginning of the session, I was assessing your short-term memory.
Yeah.
So do you remember those three words I told you?
Blue, school, and ball.
Good. Yep. Okay. So again, so assessing your short-term memory, it's going to be 10 to 15 minutes, or it could be 15 to 30 minutes, anything within the session, just to kind of see how well your short-term memory is. A lot of people will have short-term memory loss, but then long-term memory will stay where they're remembering things 20 years in the past. So it's good. So again, the mini mental assessment was just testing your cognitive function. Did you have any questions about anything we did today?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. So is there anything else I can do for you today? Anything that make you comfortable? Anything I can get for you?
I think I'm good right now.
Okay, well Danielle, thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you next time.